Mr. James, on
What did his
Saturday
mom
morning
do?
at 10:03 a.m., you were observed coloring a picture of a dinosaur. Is that true?
Yeah. Can we go to recess?
Even though your mom had repeatedly asked you to clean up your toys, you disobeyed her and colored anyway?
That's a kid.
I plead the fifth.
Your Honor,
The
I
kid
have
knows
no
the
further
fifth.
questions. James, I hereby sentence you to 15 minutes in the timeout corner.
Oh no.
I'm not going back to timeout!
I'm no scientist, but I think moms play a very important role in society.
Yes.
Without moms, who would drive us to soccer practice? Who else would tell us that it's not okay to eat cupcakes for breakfast? And who else would point at construction workers and say, that's why you need to get a college education,
They
James?
make more.
Oh, and I guess they also give birth to you and take care of you, but like,
My
anyone could do that.
sister-in-law is
Now,
giving
before I
birth
talk about
right
how
now.
I was raised, I just want to give out this disclaimer
Literally at the
that my
second.
mom is a great mom. She loves me. At least, she used to. If you asked me when I was 15 if my mom was a good mom, 15-year-old me would have said, no. Okay,
Really?
but like, when
Oh,
I was
wow.
little, I'd be talking with my friends, and we would be talking about our parents, and they would say stuff like, yeah, my mom lets me stay up till midnight, and she lets me play really graphic and
15?
vulgar video games.
I was able
Yeah,
to
my
play
mom
video
doesn't
games.
care if I wear clothes with skulls on them, and she lets me eat an entire tub of ice cream for dinner. My mom lets me play with knives. And I used to think that their moms were
I had
so much
sword
cooler
fights
for
with
letting
my
my
brother.
friends have that much fun. But now,
Did you
as
have
an
a strict-
adult,
I didn't
I
have strict
realized the
parents.
sad truth. That these kids' moms weren't cooler, they just cared about them less. I'm not saying every mom out there is perfect,
Wow.
but a mom who takes the time to make a responsible member of society is pretty high up on the good mom list.
Yeah.
Anyways, I love you, Mom, and
Yeah,
now I'll
parents
immortalize
scary.
and monetize some of that love. When I was younger and still in need
51
of
million
adult
views?
supervision,
Yeah.
my mom would take me and my twin sister out to run errands
You have
with
a
her.
twin?
And as you would expect, we were rowdy and wanted to do our own thing.
course.
But my
Nope.
mom was prepared for this.
Yes.
She would bring 2 plastic baggies filled with 10 M&Ms,
M&Ms,
and every time my sister or I
counted out.
misbehaved, she would eat an M&M right in front of us. She made sure we saw her eat our M&Ms. She didn't
Wow.
give us a warning either.
That just
If
sounds
we
like an
did
excuse
anything
for her to eat
remotely
M&Ms.
bad, she would say, hey, look at me. And I think that parenting technique is the psychological reason that M&Ms are my favorite candy bar.
Oh.
I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy. Something me and my sister really liked doing was hiding in those circular
Yeah,
racks.
every
that they
kid.
have
Oh
set up
my
in
God,
department
yes.
stores.
I
Being
did
in
that
the
all
middle
the
of one of
time.
those racks is
yeah.
such
It
a
just was
surreal
so cool.
experience. I totally recommend
it again.
But my
I'm
mom didn't
25,
like
I'll
when
do
we
it.
had
I don't
fun,
care.
so she had to reach her arm in and try and grab us. Do you need any help? Oh no, I'm just trying to get something in the back. There's a really nice belt that would be great for spanking my misbehaving
I got
child.
hit with that
I was
big
spanked as a
stick.
kid.
Little wooden-
Nothing too bad. I
wooden stick.
probably deserved it anyway.
Like you used
I don't
stir
remember
paint
any
cans from Home
specific
Depot?
actions I did that earned a spanking, but I do remember outrunning my mom a lot. Another thing my mom did when I was very little
Yeah.
was sometimes when she was washing her hands, she would turn to me and go, achoo, and flick water in my face. It really bothered me, but I never spoke out about it. And one day I
That's
just
the
couldn't
problem.
handle it anymore and I started crying.
Oh.
Why are you crying? But I was too sad to articulate how I was really feeling.
So she beat you?
That was just flashing water.
No, I'm talking about after that.
If you ask her about this today, she'll say that she doesn't remember doing that sneeze gag ever, but I remember
Oh.
it
Every mom
vividly.
on the planet.
So to get
Yeah.
back at her, I put a rubber band around the dish sprayer,
Remember the
so when you
dish
turn on the
sprayer.
sink,
I've
it would
never had
spray
that, so I
water
can't
at
do
you.
that.
Come to think of it, I
Duct taped
do
it.
remember
I was
one
a
reason I
savage,
was
Frank.
spanked. Every time
My
one of my
brother did it.
siblings insulted another
didn't do it.
sibling or told them to shut up, we would have to pay them 50 cents. This resulted in a
that.
really weird dynamic
No,
when it
I'm
came to insults.
washed out
We would
with
get excited
soap
when
a couple
someone
times.
called us a name. Mom,
you called me
a butthole! That's 50 cents!
Yeah, no, we didn't do that.
But sometimes us kids would just be messing around with each other and we
How
didn't
much
really
this
mean
video
the
make?
insults. So we would feel bad taking someone else's 50 cents. Like someone would say, hey James, what's 6 plus 6? And I would say, 9, idiot. And my mom would
Yeah.
hear me and say, James, that's 50 cents. And my
You
sister
paid
would
for
feel
them-
bad, so she would insult me back and say, James,
What?
you're an unpleasant
So
person.
is it a net?
Aw.
Is it
Swear
net,
words cost
like,
me
equal?
$5. That's why I
Ooh.
don't swear in videos. But now I can afford it.
Yeah.
So-
You, Mom.
Wow.
Whoa.
My mom
God.
never washed her mouth out with soap.
I-
She wasn't
yeah.
that kind of person.
I don't
But she did threaten to if we swore. And one time after I said a pretty naughty word,
She did.
penis, she said, if you don't behave, I'm going to get the soap. And I said, I don't care, soap tastes good. Alright, you big
Wait,
dingus,
what?
shove this in your mouth. You won't do it, no balls. So I bit into it
No
and
balls.
immediately regretted it. Now people are
threw
eating
up.
soap for views.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
So I guess we
yes.
never grow
That
up.
was
Did anyone
so
else's
stupid.
parents put a password on the family computer? Because
Yeah.
my parents
No,
did, and
not
I didn't
really.
know we were the only family
I
that
wasn't
did
allowed
that.
to have a
We had a
YouTube
rule in the
account
house
until,
that
like,
we
I
were
was
only
13.
allowed to be on the family computer for however long we read a book for. But luckily, I would just read a book for 15 minutes,
Maybe
get
that's
my
why I
mom
don't
to
know how
type
to
in the
read.
password, and then she would just forget that I was on the computer and let me stay on for
What,
hours.
son?
And I played a lot of Neopets and
man,
RuneScape.
I remember.
Also, I wasn't
Kyle.
allowed to have a TV or a
Landline.
computer in my
Yes.
room,
I had a
because then
TV
I would
in my
have
room.
easy access to
Everything.
inappropriate animes.
And then
when I was
in
little,
high school, I got
cell
a laptop.
phones were
Yeah.
a thing, but my mom didn't let me
Got a
have
phone when
one,
I
so I had to
was-
talk to all my friends over a landline. I hope I don't have to explain what that is, because that would make me feel really old, and I'm supposed to be in the
Yeah.
prime of my life. But basically, it
wasn't
meant
smart.
if I was
It wasn't
upstairs in
smart,
my
man.
room talking to a friend, my
She
mom
could
could
pick
grab
it
a
up.
phone
Yeah, and
downstairs in the
answer it.
kitchen and just join in our conversation
Hey, what y'all
completely
talking
uninvited.
about?
Oh, God.
Didn't matter who I was talking to, I'd be having a conversation like this. I think the reason I internalize and hide away all my problems
God,
is
it's
because of
'cause
how
of-
invasive my mom is in my personal life.
Hello?
James, get off the phone and do the dishes.
Mom, I'm on the phone!
Wow, I can't believe you said that to the person who gave birth to you.
Yo!
So what do you two losers talk about?
Luckily, I would almost never be talking to a girl.
Always jumping.
So at least
Yeah.
that didn't
That never
happen.
happened.
This other
Thankfully.
time, my mom was giving me and my sister a ride to school, and on the radio, she was listening to the worst subgenre of rock music,
Oh, what?
Christian rock.
Just kidding.
Anyway, we were pulling up at the school, and I told my mom to turn the music down. What?
I
Why?
heard
Because
Jesus
I don't want
cranked it
people
up.
to think I listened to this, Mom. You see, I was in junior high, so I cared
Oh,
a lot
God.
about what other
people
people
said.
cared about. So she turned the music
They
down.
care about him? No, they
but
did
as
not.
we
They
stepped out of the
bullied
car,
anime kids.
she turned the volume all the way back up and blasted the music for everyone to hear.
That's right. I'm gonna say that. Also, it's not rock.
Looking back at the situation, I think that's pretty hilarious. GG,
is.
Mom.
Oh my God.
These aren't all the times my mom embarrassed me, but those are all the ones I'm going to include in this video. I didn't even mention the time when I was 4 when my twin sister wanted to do ballet lessons, but she didn't want to do them alone, so my mom signed me up for lessons
that
too.
sucks.
But that's a story for another video.
That's
Oh, that
traumatizing.
sucks.
Mom, you made me like this.